Hi there, this is Ruth Ruttan from Retrofit Pilates. I'm the education coordinator here and a master instructor. Today we're going to be talking about the pelvis and the low back again. We already did a little session on what the bones are and their relationship to each other. And today we're going to talk about a couple of cues to help us find better positioning. So I've actually got a vase with me. I don't have a bowl, so we're going to use this. And this is an image that we often use in class where we think of the pelvis as a bowl. So when we say that, we mean that this is the bowl and it's facing upward. And so one of the images we can use is pretend that there is water or a marble in that bowl, and when we do movement, we're going to try and keep that nice and still, and we're not going to let it tip from side to side, or we're not going to let the water slosh out, or we're not going to move the marble from forward, back, or side to side. However, if we do want to create movement, we might think about lengthening the tailbone away to lengthen the back into the mat, and that would create an imprint or a posterior pelvic tilt. And then we could think of rolling the marble or tipping the water away, and that would create that arch. So using the image of the bowl, tipping the water away from our belly button, tipping the water towards our belly button might be a way of teaching how to move the pelvis, or might give you a good image on how to move your pelvis forward and back in space. Likewise, we can do that from side to side, which creates a little bit of rotation. So again, going back to our bowl, we might be thinking of tipping the water towards one hip bone and then tipping it towards the other. Another common exercise we do is called the pelvic clock, and that's when we're wanting to roll the marble or the water to all the points of the pelvis. So if we're going back to the vase again, then we're tipping the water towards your pubic bone, towards a hip bone, towards your belly button, and then towards the other hip. So going around the clock. You could think of the top of the spine, the belly button, as being your 12 o'clock, and then you go to 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then you could reverse that. Another way of thinking of this is having a plate on the pelvis, and you're tipping the marble from side to side, or forward and back, or rolling it around in the circle. So those are just some images to help you move your pelvis around. And in theory, with all that movement, we then have a better understanding of where we are in space and might be able to find neutral spine, hip bone, pubic bone, being in the same plane and parallel to the floor a little easier. Thanks for watching.